YouTube Vapors. Today I'm going to review the Tumbler tank clones from Fasttech.com. The ones I got, they came in 7 colors, and I'll show you the 7 colors real quick. You have the light blue and the dark blue. Here's the red and purple ones. It came in green and black right here, and also the yellow one, or gold. The Tumbler tanks are ego threaded, so if you're going to put it on, any kind of device that is 510 but it's not ego threaded, you're going to have to use the adapter for it. Now these also, they utilize the Pro Tank and the EVOD coils too, so you can rewick them and all that, or you can just buy new coils, however you want to do it. The one that I did use is the red one, and I went ahead and tried and just used it with the wick that came with it, and it wicks fine. It tasted fine and everything. Usually when I get like the Fasttech ones, when you first vape them with the coil that came with it, it's got like a really nasty kind of like taste, like you're tasting the silica. But with the Tumbler tank clone here, I didn't get that. I really like Tumbler tanks. These ones here were $5.36 a piece. Like I said, they have 7 different colors. They're probably the best tank for me. They're my go-to tanks. I take them to work and all that. And in my opinion, I find that you can put like little thicker juice in those, and I've never really had a problem with the wicking. I've used all the way down from like 60 PG to 40 VG, and I haven't had any problems with wicking. Another Tumbler tank that you can get is here in the States. The colors are a little bit different, but these are the original Tumbler tanks made by Tech, and those colors that you'll find here in the States, and the style is like this. This is the blue and the smoke colored one. You also have a purple and pink one. They almost look real close, like the same color on camera, but they're actually different when you're looking at them. There's the clear and the yellow ones. And they have the green and orange ones. And these they're pretty much, they use the Pro Tank and EVOD coils as well, so you can recoil those if you want. I got mine for $8.99 at Discount Vapors, and they had some on sale when I last checked for like $6.99. They were starting to sell out of them. Another place you can go to is desertvapes.com, and they sell theirs for $7.95, and they have like all 8 colors. So when you use the Tumbler tanks, like I said, you have to have an ego connection. If not, you can get like the 510 to ego adapter. I like to get the ones that are closed on the end, so that way you don't have the juice that leaks through the bottom and goes into your drip well on your mod or whatever it is you're using. I've got like my Vamo here, which it's got the ego thread on it, but the Tumbler tank, because of the way it's shaped, will not fit on there. So when I go to use my Tumbler tank, a lot of times I'll put the adapter on first, because some of the adapters that you could buy, they're really like cheaply made, and the Tumbler tanks, you got to be real careful because they will cross thread when you put them on. So I typically put mine on the adapter first, and then I'll just screw it in. Sometimes you'll get like a little bitty gap, kind of depending on what adapter you use. This one here, there's no gap. And the 510 to Ego connector I got from desertvapes.com. I believe theirs run for, I want to say it's like $2.95. Now if you have something like the MVP 2, like this one here that I have, you won't need, of course, the 510 Ego connector, because it's pretty much already there. And I mean, it just screws right on, and it'll sit flush, but you'll have like the last like 3 or 4 threads that show, which for me is not a really big issue. It's like barely even noticeable, because the bottom of the tumbler tank sits like right on it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a vape for you. So they're very good tanks. This one here is 2.1 ohms, and I'm vaping at 8 watts. This is, of course, like, you know, the original one, but the clone ones that they have, that Fasttech has, vapes just the same, and it's a lot cheaper for $5.36 versus, you know, $7.95 or, you know, $8.99 wherever you can get them out here in the States. And the Fasttech ones, they sit just the same. They sit just as flush on there, and you just got the last few threads that are showing, but it's really there's no gap. Alright, so that way it works just as great, just only cheaper. So I'll show you what it looks like with the actual black one on. It looks a lot better. But they got different colors. They hold about 3 mils is what I've found. These tanks will hold. So a pretty good amount. And so there it looks like with the black one on. Alright, so there you go. There's the tumbler tanks from Fasttech, and then the ones that you can get in the States. Like I said, these are my favorite tanks, and you know, of course that's just my opinion, but I like to use them. They're easy to rebuild, and you can put some of the thicker e-liquid and stuff that you got in there, and it seems to work and wick fine for me. The only thing, like I said, you got to be careful of is when you use the 510 to Ego adapter. Just thread it on carefully so you don't, you know, cross thread anything. And when you first initially fill these tanks, these ones you'll want to let it sit for a little while. I let mine sit for about 30 minutes, and then it's usually it's pretty good to go after that. I mean, this one here I have steam juice or steam e-juice in there, which is probably about, I don't know, might be around the 65 PG, maybe 35 VG, or it could be 60-40 mix, but this is the steam juice in there, and you know, it wicks fine, so it'll take on some of your thicker juices. So definitely give them a shot. It's a really good tank. It's my #1 tank next to the Hyper tank. But thank you very much for watching.